trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the USC Trojans and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense, bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll run this play from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And runs through another one. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
Breaks into the open on the left. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Buckeye! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Kicking team's got it.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And I think that was step 1 for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense does today.
The screen, he's got wheels. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Bowman. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Makes his man miss. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the option. Maybe crease. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Working that wide receiver screen. He's loose. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for room. It's Jackson. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the 1st down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Columbus, Ohio. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the USC Trojans and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Ballman with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. They believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Jackson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Here's Julian saying to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards.
Making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, say it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He lets it fly. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He is in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out.
Number 96, sets it.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Puts it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. The screen, he can go. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll close in on him after after a good return on the interception. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here we go. Ready, go! They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He wants to change this route.
Return. Slow. Hydro. Go.
Say it. Looking left. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Jordan. On the move is the 30. Oh, what a cut! Breaks away on the left. The 30. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Say it. Here comes the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Ready. Black 14.
Might be changing the route. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the middle. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And the Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll keep it on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense steps to the line with a fresh set of downs after the roughing the passer penalty. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The screen, and watch out. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The offense changing the play. Throwing, say it. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The run inside. It's Rodgers. Finding some room. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll try it again. Plows through the defense. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down and shoot. And I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. That's reeled in. It's Bowman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone, wanted to get in so bad, just gets knocked out of bounds right before the goal line. But right now, this quarterback has a lot of confidence when he's throwing to this guy.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Say it. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Steps away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
Booster, down, ready. Rampage. Go!
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a crease to the left. Picks up the first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Coming out with it, it's Parker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20.
a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Arizona taking on the number 25 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Wildcats with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Heward. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Find some fresh air. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So now after that holding call, here's second down, and they need 20. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. To throw, it's Heward. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Trojans will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They believe they can run right here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Making side adjustments here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. That one will give them the lead. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten hit hurt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Rolled his way into the end zone.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the give off the left side. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
You can hand it to him. You can... to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to run, it's Jordan. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Slap, slap, slap. Powers, brothers. Cross, cross. Ready, go.
Say it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Heward. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great. Maybe some room here. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call at 2nd and long. Can't get him to the ground.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Heward. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Calls his own number. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Might be calling a hot route. 4th down, saying. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
He'll run it again. Might have a chance. Touchdown, USC! They've got the lead here in the 4th. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock. Lining
up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Dropping back, it's Heward. The screen, he's got wheels. Now the connection takes it to the 11. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Running inside, it's Rodgers. Moving past the 25, and he'll be brought down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
4th down, say it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that could be an alley. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground, it's Rodgers. Picks up the 1st down. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll try the right side. And they get him down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Just feeds the running back. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and 11. Going to the running game. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.